The address is 1265 Lombardi Avenue. The place is known as Titletown. Welcome inside legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the New Orleans Saints and the Green Bay Packers. Settle in. We think we've got a good one. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you. And we're underway at legendary Lambeau Field. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Play action here. Mahomes, he's going to air one out right away. That's caught. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. A huge play right off the bat. 32 yards.
First down.
First down throw, Mahomes. Open man, Teteron McMillan. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
Second and 1 at the Packers' 23-yard line.
43. First carry here for the former Tar Heel, Omarion Hampton. And he'll take this one in. Omarion Hampton. Touchdown Saints. That is his 16th touchdown of the year. And that is the way to start a game. Not just score, but, Greg, score quickly. A nice opening drive for the first 6 points.
Well, it seems like the hour spent on that opening game script was time well spent. I mean, to take the ball right down the field that quickly, right out of the gates, that's a pretty good opening drive in an early 6 points.
Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. Anthony Gould now to return.
Up the highest metric. The city just made a sweep. People diabetic. They mouths get full of deceit. Let these cowards tell it. Walking New Orleans with the etiquette of LA yelling.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22.
Let's go.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. He was trying to get that to Tez Walker. It's 2nd down.
So I actually really like the concept of the pass play, and I think if we see a little bit better pass protection, even just a second longer, that's probably a completed pass, but I think the pressure just sped his clock up just enough, Mike, that he wasn't able to get that ball exactly where it needed to be.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
Now a 3rd and 2.
Let's go now. 18 card. Like it, 18.
A shotgun snap. He'll look too low. And that is incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on third down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on fourth down. They'll try it now with Barkley. First down and more, past the 40. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
22 yards.
They get the conversion with a gain of 22.
Well, I love the aggressive play call here by this offensive coordinator. The decision to go for it on fourth down in your own territory. Of course, number one goal, pick up the first down. But in this case, once he got past the line of scrimmage, he saw daylight, and he had a huge run in front of him.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
So now the Saints will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. He'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And he'll work forward for about 4. It's second down.
Brings up second and 5.
I should probably sign a head, boy, because I got other hits, boy. All that drink you got to check. I eat on my little mouse drip. All that rapping pay your bills. Yeah, I'm on some rappers pay my bills. All the books in me, I thought.
Once again, it's Barkley. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to third down.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Here's 3rd and 2.
Here we go, here we go. Cougar night, Cowboy 18, Pioneer. 18, Rattler, 18, Rattler.
He'll drop to throw. That is caught by Washington. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line. A pickup of 21 on that connection. First down, Packers.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Okay, ready? Set up.
Here's a handoff to Barkley. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go, shot.
They'll run it here with Saquon. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down.
And the ball carrier.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
Good drive to this point. Now can you convert on 3rd and 3?
Set. Bronco 80.
We'll try to run here with Barkley. And he's not going to get there. Wallace right at the line of scrimmage. And now it's 4th down.
19, Tiger.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
They'll look to throw. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he's going to have that first down. They didn't want to settle for 3. And now it's 1st and goal.
I love this concept here. Really good job by the other receivers clearing out that space. Big tight end comes down with the catch, and it's going to bring up 1st and goal.
Here's Barkley. Down to the 4. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Brought down at the 4-yard line.
Barkley will score. Touchdown, Packers.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down to score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop. And they come over with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Pair of sevens on the scoreboard. And we're back. Lambeau Field in just a moment. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. He fields it at the 8. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. This drive will begin with a run with Hampton. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the 31, here's 2nd and a couple. They'll go again with Hampton. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. A gain there of 10 yards. First down, New Orleans.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
To the tight end, and he fits it in on the corner route. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20. That is a big gainer for the Saints. 41 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. On the ground, Hampton. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and
2nd and 5. A quick throw on the RPO is complete. And he's into the end zone. What a response. Touchdown, New Orleans. It's his 3rd touchdown catch this year.
And that was just a great drive. Really from start to finish, Mike, you could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm. Mix in run, mix in pass. results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession worked to perfection. You can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns. Man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
Here's Gould on the return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. Oh, Barkley has fumbled. Looks like the Saints have come up with the football. They did.
Something these running back coaches preach all the time, Mike, is you can't sacrifice the ball for additional yardage, and I think we had a case of that going here. I love the effort. I love the fight. But it can't come at the expense of the ball. Everything in football is about protecting the ball itself, and in this case, just a little bit too loose with it. They're able to pop it loose, and that's a big turnover. I can tell you from firsthand experience, Mike, that is a lonely and long jog back to the huddle. I mean, you're an inch away from being the hero with a deep touchdown. Instead, you let it go through your fingertips, and you got to come back to the huddle and try again.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll move it down to the 11-yard line. He's out of bounds there. 17 yards on that play. It's good for a Saints first down.
Yellow. All right, Eddie. Attack, attack. 15.
Here's Hampton. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
Another run here with Hampton. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. Third down, here's Hampton. Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. Cam Little for this field goal attempt. This about as short as you can get. Little's kick is good. And the Saints going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through and they get 3.
So after the field goal, back out is Little to kick this one away. Here's Gould on the return. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it first and 10. They'll start on the ground with Barkley. And that'll go for a gain of about 4. Christian Harris there on the stop.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw when the pass is incomplete.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
Got to get it to the 28, but now it's 3rd down. Out of the gun, he'll throw. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. They will indeed go as they look to throw. That's going to be caught. And he's going to get there. He's got the 1st down. What great awareness after the catch. He gets enough to move the chain. On the handoff, this is Barkley. And tough running there. He's up to the 32. Tackle there by Will Anderson.
A gain of 2.
He'll look to throw. This one complete to Washington. And he's going to be out of bounds right around midfield. They hook up again. 2nd time on this drive. And this one's good for 18 yards and a 1st down.
This is why most teams might decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle 4. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeout, you can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and come away with points, they'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break.
Bronco 80. Warrior 70.
From the 50, he'll set up to throw. He's going to take a shot down the field. That's to the end zone where it's incomplete. What a job in coverage, muscling that one free. It'll be 2nd down now.
All right, so the ball falls incomplete, but I think what it does now, Mike, is it allows you to stop the clock, get in the huddle, take a deep breath, and now your play caller has to give you the best play. Go get points here before the half and try to build something going into halftime.
2nd and 10.
Here we go, sack. Liking 18.
Now they'll set up to throw. Down the field, it's caught on that left sideline. They break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
On the ground, this is Barkley. And he's able to push through the tacklers to pick up 6. That's timeout for Green Bay. It'll be their 2nd. As the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go until halftime.
You know, I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
Quick throw, taken in, and they'll pick up the 1st down, a gain of about 4.
A 5-yard gain on the play. That's good.
Red zone now. He'll drop to throw. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
Brings up second and
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
His kick is perfect. And the Packers are back within a score. It's now 17-10. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. That one's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run straight ahead with Barkley. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 8.
Hawk 70, Hawk 7, 19, Tiger, Dragon 60.
That is incomplete. He's trying to find Saquon Barkley coming out of the backfield. 3rd down coming up.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down with it.
Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cup, 60 Eagles, 60
I'll run up the middle with Barkley. A gain there of 11. Good for a Green Bay 1st down.
it's a gain of 11. And the Packers 1st down.
Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. That's 13 more on that play. And quickly, another 1st down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the 1st down.
Cougar 19, go!
Now Barkley. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them down for a loss.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13.
Let's go now. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Rambo 80.
They run out of the gun with Barkley. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and 15.
That's caught Saquon Barkley. He'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the 1st down. It's going to bring up 4th down. They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. Going up top. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on 4th and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away. On the handoff, it's Hampton. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10. First down, New Orleans.
So as we take a look at the box score, Mike, you realize here they got the lead. We're in the second half, but they don't have a lot of rush yards. It's because they use the passing game to score points and establish the lead. Now, how we judge their run game is from here to the end of the game. Can they pile up yards now in the second half and close this game out?
Ball on the 30 now. Here's second down and 4.
Pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4.
That is caught out wide on the RPO. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
The touchdown, out to kick this one away. Here's Gould on the return. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there.
At their own 25-yard line.
Give to Barkley, running right. They will take this to about the 28. Christian Harris there on the stop. It is second and 6.
On the pickup. Second and 6.
They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. 17 yards, the gain there. First down, Packers.
For the Packers, first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Flush to his right. Well covered on the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Andrew Makuba.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
Yellow.
On play action, it's Mahomes. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
They'll try again here. Second and 10. Off the play fake. Mahomes moving to his right. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. That'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line. That is a big gainer for the Saints, and even 30 yards. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Yellow.
Off the bootleg, it's Mahomes. Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
To play in the NFL, you've got to have a short-term memory, because regardless of whether the previous play was good or bad, they're going to line up and snap it again. In this case, really nice job bouncing back. They put the bad play behind them, forced the sack in the ensuing play, and they're right back on track.
Forced out wide. He's going to run it.
The key to a good quarterback scramble, Mike, is knowing when it's time to go from a thrower to a runner, and that's exactly what we saw here. Doesn't get the first down, but he's able to pick up some really positive yards and then get out of bounds.
Here's 3rd and 7.
43! 43!
Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Mikey Sainristil. And the Packers are going to get the ball to start the 2nd quarter as time expires here in the 1st. So we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. 4th quarter starts, and it's a run for Barkley. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go now. Ready?
Once again, it's Barkley. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. It is 3rd and 10.
A 1-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd and 10.
He'll air it out down the middle. This one down the field, but wind up incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down, or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. Throwing now from the gun. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35.
It's a gain of 16
The risk pays off to the tune of 16 yards.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 40-yard line.
Back to the air one more time. He'll get that out to Barkley. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. A gain there of 23 yards. Good for a Green Bay 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Out of the gun, they give it to Barkley. And wow, tough to bring down that time. Surging forward for a pickup of 6. 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and
They'll look to throw. Now he'll air one out. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete.
I can sit up here all day, Mike, and we can talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved the touchdown along the way.
3rd down and 3.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
He'll try to run here with Barkley, but he goes nowhere. Call doesn't pan out. It's going to bring up 4th down.
No gain on the play.
Hill drops to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance. Trailing here in the 4th. They will turn it over on down.
So the offense finds themselves in a tough situation. They're down by 2 scores late in this game. They know this is a prime opportunity. They need to play for a touchdown. And instead, the defense makes a huge stand, and they got a chance now to close this game out.
Yellow.
1st down throw. Mahomes. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
And I like this defensive game plan. When you're going against an elite quarterback like this guy, Mike, you have to get bodies in his face. You have to get him around his feet. You have to move him off his spot. Because if he can sit there in rhythm, on time, comfortable in the pocket, he's going to pick you apart. So it doesn't always have to be a sack, but you have to make him uncomfortable in the pocket.
And he's fouled up after a gain of a yard.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
3rd down and 9. Off the play fake, here's Mahomes. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
On 4th down, it's Corliss Waitman out to punt. Back deep, Anthony Gould. This brought in out past the 20. And it'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there.
At their own 28-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The throw here is complete.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down.
On the tackle. A gain of 2. Brings up
Back to throw. Open man, right side. He's got it. The rookie from Tennessee looking sharp with that throw. He gets his guys a 1st down.
gain of 19 yards. And the Packers 1st down.
Here's a handoff to Barkley. And he's going to be knocked down hard behind the line.
The tackle by the body and overshown.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And he is out of bounds at the 31-yard line. 2 receptions for him on this drive. This one good for 16 yards.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark, just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple. Out of the gun, he'll throw. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15. Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far, but that one gives him a first down. They've got all 3 timeouts left, but need to score quick. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Forced to his right. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
Ready? Hut, hut.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. Pass right side going to be taken in by Walker. The defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd down. And 9.
3rd down and 9.
Here comes Barkley. Here we go. This is 4th down.
9-yard gain on the play.
He'll look to throw. Darnell Washington. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Well, that was step 1. The offense did their job, get this thing back within 1 possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy. Saints
17.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, it's Rashid Shaheed.
Rashid Shaheed on the return. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll start on the ground with Hampton. Finding room at the 35. Down the sideline, inside the 25. And they won't catch him. He'll go all the way. 76 yards. Touchdown, New Orleans.
And that should all but put this one away, Mike. And we've had some big plays throughout this game, but none bigger than that one right there. They score on the long touchdown, and that makes this a 2-possession game here late.
Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. Here's Gould on the return. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
What? Yeah. Really with you. I should probably start a hit, boy, because I got all the hits, boy. All that drink you got to chip. I be on my little mouse drip. that rap and pay your bills. Yeah, I'm on some rappers pay my bills.
This is 1st and 10.
Set up. Let's go.
Back to throw here to begin the drop. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
60 Vice. Come 19. Come 19.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. And he'll be out of bounds after a gain of 9. They'll go about trying to convert on 3rd down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
A run with Barkley. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain. All 3 timeouts still remain. They'd love to use them on the defensive end, but here comes 1st and 10. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. 1-yard gain.
Now they'll set up to throw. On the run to the right. And he somehow manages to get back to the line of scrimmage before he's hustled out of bounds.
Little indecision by the quarterback there, Mike. Do I buy time and throw it downfield, or do I tuck it and become a runner? That's what he's thinking. I think he made the final call a little bit too late, and all he could do is get back to the original line of scrimmage.
Now, a big 3rd down.
Check. Panther 60. Panther 60.
That is caught by Washington. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25. Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. Stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Hold it ready.
1st and 10.
Let's go. Let's check out.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Let's go now.
Barkley. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down.
Isaiah Simmons on the tackle.
And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet.
And with that late score, it's going to give them a little bit of late life here, Mike. But remember, the next series of events is very unlikely. They need to get the onside kick and then likely a Hail Mary situation. So while they definitely have a little bit of a chance, I think it's pretty slim.
That score, too little, too late. They need a recovery and a miracle here. Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
The defense can stop it twice more as the kneel down comes. So this one a win for the visiting Saints, and make that a 5th straight victory as they're looking tougher and tougher to beat every week, especially heading to playoff time. And that'll do it for my partner Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.